well, bro. You know, like I still suffer from night terrors. Probably a couple times a week, I have bad dreams or night terrors or flashbacks, whatever people want to call them. Um, I used to have them back then every other night at least. I could have like I could go 3, 4 nights in a row, bro, waking up crying, sweating, or you know, waking up,
Yep.
you know, that sort of shit.
Uh-huh.
Or not waking up at all, and in the morning going, oh my God, like just fuck, you
Yes.
know. So,
I can so
um,
relate to that, man. It happens to me
yeah,
too, and
yeah, bro.
it's a PTSD thing that like I truly believe that happens to so many of us out there, and yeah, you're definitely not alone in that.
Yeah,
And I
bro.
know how vicious that is, because that loss of control and that, you know, that feeling, it's like you're truly living that experience
You're
you're,
there.
yeah,
You're there. You're
it's
actually there.
exhausting.
That's how it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, bro. Like, I can I can like make it like it looks like someone's got a bucket, bro, and poured water on the bed, bro. Like I'll sweat
Yes.
that
Yeah.
much, and I can wake up and be like, you know, like it's almost like the physical reaction's almost over dramatic.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like
I do.
it's like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like the wife will like, don't sleep in the same bed, you know, like get
Yeah.
out. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's bad, bro. And like I tried rescripting. So after that I went and got my head right, bro. So 2019,
Mhm.
I got my head right, went and stayed at a mate's farm for a couple months,
Yeah.
and then came back to the family unit and started seeing a psychologist.
Okay.
Um, and that was weekly, and I saw her for 2 years every week. Through COVID, it was on the phone, which I preferred. It was actually easier to talk to her on the phone.
Okay.
So like she taught me this thing about rescripting. So I'd have the dream, and my usual reaction was to, you know, if I was wet, I'd have a shower, or sometimes I would have a shower, but then sometimes that could be triggering, so I wouldn't have a shower.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, I'd smoke a joint and
Okay.
try and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That was it. So she said rescripting, and basically, so I would have this bad dream or this flashback or whatever it may be, and wake up. And in the moment when I woke up, I sit up and I would rescript. So I would carry the dream on in my mind. So I'd sit there and I go, okay. And then this dude from Authentic Adversity, Chris, he come in the room and he just can hit this motherfucker, and then we both just smashed him, you know, whatever. Then the cops came and whatever, you know, like
Yeah.
just rescript it however I wanted to rescript it to a positive ending.
Yeah.
And that kind of like, it felt a bit corny, to be honest. Like I tried it, I did give it 100%, but sometimes I'd start doing it and I'd just be like, ah, fuck this, and I'd just go and do what I normally did,
Yeah.
have a cup of tea and smoke a joint, you know.
Right.
But it did help. It did help, and I think if it was a one-off event,
Mhm.
I think that rescripting would really help. But because my abuse took place over many years, at so many locations, so many different times, and
Yeah.
so many different scenarios, and so many different acts, if you will.
Right.
Um, my dreams are so complex, bro. It's like that rapid eye movement therapy, you
Yeah.
know, where you follow something,
Yes. Yeah.
and you bring your memory up, you work through that trauma, you let your brain process it. It's like I've got so many things that would have to do individual scenarios and situations that it won't work for me.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like the same with the dreams, you know, like
Yeah.
just they can be all over the place, as opposed to just like this one memory or this one time, you know.
Yeah. Definitely.
Not trying to devalue anyone that's it's only happened once or whatever. Like I'm just saying it's just different for me, and it's different for everyone.